for KJ Barnes, who has been a starter on this defense for 3 years. And big offensive lineman Shalom Gonzalez, number 52, are making their way onto the field for the coin toss. And John Mark, we've got a special coin toss guest tonight.
We do. David Bishop and his mother will be honorary coin tossers, I guess you could say. David is the assistant. I've known David for a number of years. He's the assistant superintendent of secondary schools at AISD. He's also a 1982 Palo Duro graduate, and he's accompanied by his mother, Minda, and she is faithfully supported Palo Duro for 40 years, basically ever since David, her son, was at Palo Duro, and she loves to go to games of not just Palo Duro, but any of the 4 AISD schools, but especially the Dons, where she has a connection, and so they've asked her to flip the coin tonight.
This game tonight, congratulations on getting the playoffs. There's nothing better than a high school football.
We'll listen to the official here.
You guys represent your teams well tonight, and everybody have a good game, okay? First of all, you guys are captains for a reason. Your coaches trust you to take care of your team and your teammates. That means if you have any knuckleheads on your team, make sure they're not knuckleheads tonight. All right? If you guys are the knuckleheads, this is your warning not to be a knucklehead. Fair enough? Okay, as you know, guys, we had a flip before the game between the head coaches. Palo Duro has won the toss. They've deferred. Hanks will get the football. Which way do you want to kick? You want to kick to the scoreboard. Fellas, have a great ball game, and good luck to both teams. Mr. and Ms. Bishop, thank you for being here and representing high school football. Good luck, fellas. Put your back at your
Don't be knuckleheads. That's what we learned from the head official.
How many times did I hear that in my life, you know?
But the toss. They've deferred.
And I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. I think that voice sounds familiar. I think I went to college with him, but I don't know enough to say that's Kelly Robinson, but it sure does sound like him. But anyway, I learned something tonight, too. They already had the coin toss earlier between the two head coaches, and Palo Duro won the toss.
So Palo Duro has deferred. They will be kicking off. And, as the Dons get ready to make their way in, the Knights, all white uniforms, black numbers, black helmets, if you're just listening to the stream, not watching the stream. But as they came out, I saw their inflatable, and I thought they just had a tunnel. And I thought, well, they don't do it up in El Paso. But I didn't see the second part. It's been added. It looks like a castle. They've got a big castle in front of it.
Well, the Knights, come on.
Yeah, the Knights look like Knights. But here come the Dons making their way on with the blue lights flashing, led by Kyron Brown. If you guys do a backflip, they run their way on. And got to be a little intimidating here at Dick Bivens Stadium now that we've got the flashing blue lights. We've got the LEDs. And the Dons have made their way onto the field, followed by the Hanks Knights through their castle.
Well, the Dons have won the toss, and so they have deferred, and Hanks will receive the football going from south to north. And Palo Duro's defense will be out first, kind of see if they can't set the tone against this Hanks offense, who comes in averaging, 450 yards a game.
I think the one thing you see from Jordan Morales, quarterback, who we're going to see in just a minute, the quarterback of the Knights, he's thrown a lot of yardage, but he also has in 10 games, he's thrown 9 interceptions. So he is prone to a turnover, and that's something this Don defense capitalizes on. They're a big play offense. They're also a big play defense.
Speaking of Palo Duro Don's defense, one of their top performers, Otek Rama, I think, is going to be playing tonight. He has been in the concussion protocol, but Coach Mims said this week that he's good to go, and so that will be a big plus to have him back in that defensive front for Palo Duro.
There was a noticeable difference in the performance of the front line with Otek out last week. He's just dominant against the run, and Cooper had a little early success without him in there. So Dons are grateful to have him back. They're going to need him to make a run in the playoffs. But that run starts with this, bi-district game. Got to win game number 1. You can throw out numbers, you can throw out who's favored, but the game still has to be played, and the Dons are ready. They're gathered around, ready to come on the field to kick off. They'll be kicking from the north to the south. The kicking the ball will be Luis Fuentes Navarrete, and he's a great kicker, and you really never know if he's going to pooch it, he's going to kick it deep, or what he's going to do.
And what a night. Here we are on November the 13th. Temperatures upper 70s, virtually no wind, and, It's almost ridiculous to think you can get weather like this in mid-November, but here we are.
Feels like September football, but it's playoff football in November, and now we are ready. 2 men back. for the Knights are Alex Robles and Junior Gardea. And here comes the kick from Fuentes Navarrete. It's going to go into the end zone, and it's not going to be returnable. And so first drive of the game for the Knights will start on their own 25-yard line.
Well, Jordan Morales, the talented junior quarterback, will take this team out onto the field. He's thrown for nearly 2,500 yards. He's got a 1,500-yard rusher in Austin Ducher. So let's see how the Dons play this one.
And it's going to be an empty backfield to start. Trips to the right. 2 men left for the big arm of Jordan Morales. He steps up, throws a little screen pass. We're looking at trickery right away. The receiver caught it, threw it, intended target with Alex Robles, but Zach Kanaya's throw was about 5 yards short. Robles had a step, John Mark. Dons were fooled on that opening play, but just not the arm strength from your receiver.
Well, this is going to be pretty indicative that Hanks is going to throw out the kitchen sink tonight. They're a big underdog. Hey, they're going to probably go for it. They're going to do some unusual things tonight.
And that's the way to start it. Don's fortunate there. Ducher gets the handoff now, runs up the middle. He's going to run into a host of Dons. KJ Barnes is there alongside Bentley Smith with the stop 3-yard carry for a running back who's averaging over 6 yards a carry on the season. Again, as you said, one of the leading rushers in all of El Paso.
Yes.
Empty backfield again for Morales. Trips to the right, to left side. Morales rolls right, looks, throws, has a man nearly picked off. It was broken up. Nice job there by the team captain, Demarion Harris. Got a hand on it, and that was almost disastrous for the Knights. If he's able to bring that in, he might go into the end zone.
Well, Morales tried to squeeze it into a very tight window about the 35-yard line and was fortunate that was not picked off.
So it'll be a 3 and out. Gained just 3 yards. Knights will be punting. Back to punt this one is Ricardo Buhanda. He's another junior on this team. Lots of juniors. Like the Dons, young team has seen some success. A good punt there is going to be fielded on his own 44-yard line, taken out by Raymond Johnson across midfield all the way to the 36-yard line. So as per usual, as the last few weeks, we've seen the Dons with excellent field position.
Well, Hanks also won the toss, and they only used 41 seconds off the clock. And also with the punt return, PD with good field position at the Hanks 36-yard line. So not the way Hanks wanted to draw that one up.
Against a quick strike offense led by junior quarterback Deuce Reese, who gets better each and every week. Starting to make a name for himself in the state. He fakes a handoff to Raymond Johnson. He's going to keep it. He's going to go right side, picks up the first down and a little more. Knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So a first down carry of 15 yards.
Zone read that time by Reese, and you don't see a whole lot of zone read from him lately, but that time he faked it to Johnson, kept it around right in, picked up 15 and the first down.
Trips left, fakes a handoff, looking, under some pressure, is going to step up. Reese is going to keep it, goes right side, breaks a tackle, picks up the first down, and goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Got just what he needed 10 yards, ran it 10 yards, and they're going to move the chains. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11, so they don't have to get in the end zone to pick up the first down.
Yeah, the Texas Panhandle version of Lamar Jackson, I'm telling you.
It's hard to stop, and then he hands off to Raymond Johnson, who is also unstoppable, and he goes into the end zone, 11-yard touchdown run, Raymond Johnson.
Give half of that to Kyron Brown, who had a great block about the 5-yard line, really a decleating block. And after that, Johnson could almost walk into the end zone for the quick strike Palo Duro touchdown. 3 plays, a touchdown.
And this is a typical drive for the Dons, takes 24 seconds off the clock. Now in position, swinging gate here for the Dons. Sometimes they'll run some trickery from here. They will not here. Luis Fuentes Navarrete will be doing the kicking. Holder is Noah Faragosa, who also doubles as the backup quarterback and the punter of this team. You also see him at safety, so See Noah's name out there a lot. He gets the snap down. Here's the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good from Fuentes Navarrete. And just like that, the Dons are on top 7-0. Back in 1 minute on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
Well, thanks to a 26-yard punt return from Raymond Johnson, Palo Duro needs to only go 36 yards and 3 plays to score on Johnson's 11-yard run. 10:42 to play in the first quarter. Palo Duro on top 7-0.
Here's a kickoff. Luis Fuentes Navarrete fielded at the 5-yard line, taken to the 20, and just taken out by our special team specialist, Patrick Simmons, number 40. Hit Alex Robles and just upended him.
That was a form tackle. They used to teach you the form tackle when you were in middle school. You hit the runner in the chest, go backwards. That's exactly what happened.
And I've said it before, Patrick Simmons reminds me of a 40 from growing up. Bill Bates is just the special teams guy, and he's always going to be in there on that play. Loves to deliver the hit. First down and 10 at their own 20. 10:36 to go in the quarter. Here's the handoff up the middle to Dutcher. He's going to go a couple yards. We'll give him 3 on that one.
It's 3 yards on his first 2 carries.
Manslow getting up for the Knights. Now they're ready. They're approaching the line. Dutcher's going to stay in with Morales. And there's a false start out there on Jacob Ibarra. The sophomore receiver split out to the left side.
Well, that's the last thing you need to do against the PD offense.
Number 14, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
And to get a little trigger happy there if you're the Knights against this stellar secondary. McCoy Sims and the UNLV signee Vern Blair on either end. Trying to get any edge you can. Starting a second early doesn't actually help. Second down and 12 now. Morales back to pass, throws, falls incomplete. Vern Blair on the coverage. Might have been some miscommunication there because nobody near the ball.
Kind of fell between 2 receivers, one on an out route, one going on a streak pattern, and ball kind of falls harmlessly around the 25-yard line.
And it's already 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 for the Knights. Not a lot of success yet against this Dawn defense. Big offensive line for the Knights. We don't have statistics on height and weight, but some heavy-set linemen there. Morales is under pressure. He's going to throw it. It's almost picked off again.
Looks like the same patterns. And that time, same thing. It kind of fell between 2 receivers, one on a kind of an in route and one on a streak pattern.
Roughing the passer. Number 8 on the defense. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 8 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So there's an incomplete pass, but a 15-yard penalty against Kamari Rayford. Rayford loves to hit quarterbacks. That hit took a little bit after the throw was released. And so the first down for the Knights is going to come via penalty. And that's one thing. If the Dons are going to make a run in the playoff, John Mark, they've got to clean up some of the penalties.
Do. Some face masks, some personal foul penalties like we saw that one with the roughing the passer.
First down and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Here's the handoff go to Dutcher. Dutcher's trying to get outside, but he is not going to get past Donquell Ashley, who makes a play on that one and only a yard gain.
Well, tried to break it outside after it was clogged up around the left tackle spot, and Donquell Ashley would have none of it, holding Dutcher to just a 1-yard gain.
Second down and 9. 9:11 to go in this first quarter. Early Dons with the lead 7-0. This bi-district opener here at Dick Bivens Stadium. We've got a couple of home playoff games for Amarillo schools this weekend. Tascosa plays here tomorrow night. Good time for the AISD. Morales back to pass, throws, man catches it at the 35-yard line, and then he ducks, and then he is hit.
That's Robles, their leading receiver.
That's going to pick up 6 yards. Daniel Vargas comes in and delivers the blow to prevent a first down, but it's going to be 3rd and short now. 2 yards to get the first down. They're on their own 36-yard line. One thing you do see from teams a lot against Palo Duro, slowing it down just a little bit. They want to keep the ball out of the Don offense's hands as long as possible. They're going to use a lot of play clock if they can. Morales sends a man in motion. He's going to run a keeper up the middle. I think he's got enough for the first down. And now he's going to get plenty for the first down to the 40-yard line. Ends up getting 4 yards on that carry.
Yeah, just kind of followed his own block, following Dutra into the hole around the right side. And they're actually going to pick up about 4.
So ball is marked right on the 40-yard line. This drive kept alive by a late hit. Gave the Knights a little bit of life, or at least is going to have flipped field position.
That's the main thing it should do.
First down at 10, man in motion for Morales. He's back to pass. Going to throw a little screen pass that's going to lose yardage. Fantastic play there by K.J. Barnes, who was all over that screen pass to Austin Ducher.
Well set screen pass, but K.J. Barnes sniffed it out pretty well and just never allowed Ducher to get going, and the blockers didn't pick him up, and it's a 2-yard loss.
So now we'll have 2nd down and 12 for the Knights. Keeping the one-man backfield, Ducher remains in. Zach Kanaya goes in motion. He's going to block for Ducher. Ducher searching for a hole. He gets one, breaks a tackle. Nice run for Ducher. Ends up picking 5 yards up. Gets to the 46-yard line.
You can kind of see his talent there. That was a 6-yard gain that was all Ducher.
He got met right at the line of scrimmage, broke a tackle, fell forward, but it's still 3rd and long, 3rd and 6, and that's a long 6 for the Knights.
Yeah, they're going to need right at midfield.
"15 seconds on the play clock, and the Knights are just now approaching the line of scrimmage. Slow and deliberate is their game plan. Dons look like they're going to be coming after this quarterback. And they do. Morales gets rid of it, has a man who's open, dives, makes the catch at the 25-yard line. Nice grab from Alex Robles.
Robles that time got behind both Palo Duro safeties, and if the ball had been a little farther out in front of him, I think he would have scored. As it is, he dives and makes the catch at the PD 25, so big play for the Hanks Knights.
So it'll be a 31-yard pass. And so now the Knights in Don field, on the Don side of the field, on their own 25-yard line, 5:49 to go in the first quarter, trailing 7-0. Don's defense suddenly on their heels. Morales fakes the handoff to Ducher, has a little screen pass to Kanaya. Kanaya right side. He's going to be stopped a couple yards short of the first down by Vern Blair, but they pick up 8 yards on that one.
Anytime you can do that on first down, that's big.
They give him 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1.
It's now Morales' 4th completion here in the first, about basically just first half of the first quarter.
Morales and Ducher have put up big numbers this season. They have some offensive weapons on this team. We're seeing them on display here. 2nd down and 1 for the Knights. It's going to be a keeper for Morales. Goes up the middle, picks up the first down, brought down at the 10-yard line. So he picks up 6 yards and another first down.
4th first down of this drive, and it all kept alive by the roughing the passer on 3rd down at the Hanks 13-yard line.
So first down and goal at the 10-yard line. They've got 10 yards to get into the end zone. 4:35 to go in the quarter. This has been a long drive. Almost 6 minutes off the clock now.
Which is not uncommon against Palo Duro.
Ducher at tailback. Man goes in motion. That's Kanaya. Ducher gets the ball, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to push the pile back. Actually picks up 4 yards. Nice run there from the junior running back. It's 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Pretty strong running back. Able to kind of just bull his way for 4 yards.
Second and goal. Autek Rama's back in after taking off last week. And he's a player that's going to have to come up with some big stops here inside the 10-yard line. Kanaya now in the backfield alongside Ducher. Kanaya right next to his quarterback, Morales. Handoff goes to Ducher, right side. This time he's going to be stopped and brought down. KJ Barnes was there along with Autek Rama, and they got the stop. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line, so just a 1-yard gain there.
Dave, you're Hanks. You really can't be thinking field goal here. You're going to have to score points against Palo Duro, so they're looking at 2 plays to pick up 5 yards.
This will be the 14th play of this drive. Nothing big. One big play, a 31-yard play. Everything else has been under 10 yards. The Palo Duro crowd chanting defense. Here at 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Man goes in motion, fakes the handoff to him. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be upended 2 yards short of the 1st down. Demarion Harris was there, along with KJ Barnes, who made the initial hit.
So big play here already in the 1st quarter, but this play is pretty huge just in terms of keeping this tight.
And momentum, 4th down and 2. Ashley comes out. Deuce Reese comes in at safety. 4th and goal at the 2-yard line, trailing by a touchdown late in the 1st quarter. Here's the quarterback, takes the snap, rolls left, throws into the end zone. Ball is tipped. Is the ball caught? We're looking, it is on the ground. No catch. Great defense from Donqual Ashley. Is able to knock the ball out of the hands of Joseph Ibarra.
Just a little bit, just barely hit the turf, about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Incomplete, and so Palo Duro, boy, they really bent, but they didn't quite break as Hanks went from their own 15-yard line all the way to the Palo Duro before the Dons held on downs, leading this one 7-0 here with 2:02 to play in the 1st quarter.
15 plays and almost 8 minutes off the clock, nothing to show for it. However, they did flip fields. The Dons backed way up. Deuce Reese is going to stand in his end zone to receive this snap from his own 2-yard line. Just going to hand off to Raymond Johnson, who goes up the middle, and that play is blown dead.
I think there may have been some illegal motion.
Ball start. Offense, number 33. No moving, never got set for a second. 1st down.
Well, if you're going to have a false start, have it on your own, too.
You're going to lose a whole yard on that drive. Love the official's description. Never got set for a second. Deuce Reese, Raymond Johnson back in. Raymond's going to get the ball. He's going to go left side looking for blocking. Doesn't get much. He's maybe going to pick up 2 yards from the 1 to the 3. And so 2nd down and 8. 7-0 is the Dons' lead. Already the 1st quarter has flown by, just a minute and a half remaining. Deuce Reese again is going to have to take this snap from his own end zone. Looked like we had some movement on the line of scrimmage. Handoff's going to go to Raymond Johnson. He's going to go out left side. Loses a yard.
Just got out of the end zone.
Don't see a flag on the play. And if PD player lost his helmet, it's going to have to come off the field for the play. So now it's 2nd down and long. And it's going to be without Ethley. He's got to come out and be replaced for this one play. That's a rule when a helmet is lost. 3rd down and 11 now. So ended up losing 2 yards on the play. Deuce hadn't had to throw the ball yet this quarter, but it looks like we're going to see it now. Now they're just going to hand off to Raymond Johnson's going to go up the middle and got them some breathing room all the way to the 6-yard line. And that was close to actually breaking that off for a 1st down. Instead, the Dons are going to be punting.
Yeah, Hank's defense does the job preventing Palo Duro from getting a first down and forcing the Dons to punt out of the end zone.
And this is one area where you sometimes hold your breath with the Dons. Noah Fargosa is going to be punting out of his end zone. We've seen some low snaps from the deep snap, and it's led to at least one blocked punt this season. So got to be accurate on that snap. Back to return this punt.
After that first series between the two teams, they have come back at a long march that died at the 2 and now has forced a 3 and out and have the ball at the Dons' 43-yard line.
Yeah, it was looking like it was going to be the Dons' night easily. 3-play drive to score a touchdown after a 3 and out, but now momentum has switched. First down and 10 for the Knights. Morales back to pass, under pressure, throws, catch is made on the sideline. Nice toe tap from Zach Kanaya, and he's going to pick up. It's going to be a first down all the way to the 28-yard line.
Pick up a 15. Good throw, good catch.
It was good defense from the Dons. It was covered, just better execution there from the Knights. 12 seconds remain in the quarter. So Jordan Morales, quarterback, showing his skills tonight for the Knights. He's going to hand off this time to Dutcher up the middle all the way to the 20-yard line. 7-yard, going to roll him down the 21-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. One that sees the Dons leading this one 7-0. However, the Knights have been dominant the last 8 minutes or so of this quarter. We'll see what happens at the second quarter after this timeout on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network. Well, welcome back to the start of the second quarter here at Dick Bivens Stadium. Brooks Boyette along with John Mark Ballou. The Dons lead this one 7-0. The Knights are driving. They're on the Don 21-yard line. Morales looking to pass on first down, throws it, catch is made. What a grab and a touchdown for Kanaya. Kanaya with 2 big catches on this one. That's a 21-yard touchdown strike.
Kind of had to twist his body a little bit because it was behind him slightly, but he was able to and catches the ball about 2 yards deep into the end zone. And so we're an extra point away from this game being tied on the first play of the second quarter.
Yeah, so after a tough start for El Paso Hanks, they have kind of turned it on. They've been dominant since 2 minutes in. Here's a high snap, get it down, the kick is up. The kick is good for Ricardo Bujanda, and it's a 7-7 game here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a minute on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Braceros Mexican Grill and Bar on 6th Street and Braceros Downtown presents 2 new plates on the menu, California Plate and Aguachiles de Camarón.
It shouldn't take a game plan to get into your garage. Call Dawkins Overhead Doors today.
Beauty, quality, great service, and more. Dawkins Overhead Doors.
Craving fajitas? Come to Braceros Mexican Grill and Bar on 6th Street and Braceros Downtown on Wednesdays to get your choice of fajitas for $13.99. Chicken, beef, shrimp, or combination, all for $13.99. Only at Braceros.
Well, we'll see if this serves as a wake-up call for Palo Duro as Hanks goes 43 yards in just 3 plays. The touchdown coming on a 21-yard strike from Jordan Morales to Zach Kanaya. The extra point is good and just underway in the second quarter. We're all tied up. Palo Duro 7, El Paso Hanks 7.
And here comes the kickoff from Bujanda. High arching kick, going to be fielded by Kyron Brown at the 22-yard line. Little indecision there, and he's going to be brought down, and there's going to be a flag thrown from far away. That flag took a skip across the field.
Usually indicating holding. It's going to be, the flag is right at the 24-yard line.
So Brown brought down at the 23-yard line. Little confusion between him and Darian Lewis on who was going to field that one. And the flag
During
came.
the return, holding on the return team, number 21, 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, Palo Duro.
The flag came right as Kyron Brown was being tackled, so it didn't do much good, but it did lose 10 yards, so now the Dons will be on their own 12.
Field position has not been PD's friend here last two possessions.
And it's typical, your time of possession, the Dons have had the ball for about 3 or 4 minutes total. First down, Deuce Reese is going to throw it out. Catch made by Raymond Johnson, going to be brought out of bounds after a 5-yard gain. And then it's a late hit, and a flag is thrown.
I think it might have been a little hit out of bounds. I thought it might be. I didn't see a flag, but then now one comes out.
The flag came after Raymond was driven into the ground after he was out of bounds. So going to assume that's a 15-yard penalty unless there was a retaliation after the fact. We're going to find out. Yeah, that's going to move against the Knights.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 3 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So if you're a head coach of the Knights, Scott Valise, the last thing you need is to give the Dons 15 free yards, but they do. So now it's first down and 10 at the 33-yard line on the Don side of the field. Deuce Reese looks in. This one's tied 7-7. Dons won the toss. They deferred. They will get the ball to start the second half. Two men split out right for Reese, 2 left. Man goes in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to Arturo Velasquez. He goes left side, turns the corner, upended as he crosses the 41-yard line. We'll see where he's out of bounds. Looks like they're going to mark him on the Don side of the 40 on the 39-yard line.
Pick up a 6. Just that jet sweep that goes down as a pass.
And there were 4 different players on this PD team that can run that jet sweep. Never know who's going to get it. Arturo Velasquez that time. It's going to be second down and 4. For Deuce. Deuce takes the snap. He rolls right. Has a man open. It's Kyron Brown. Kyron fighting for that first, or that was Velasquez again, fighting for that first down marker, and he does a nice job getting back to it. He picks up 4 yards. It's a first down. Haven't called Arturo's name much the last few weeks, but back-to-back touches for him. He's a promising sophomore slot receiver for the Dons. Here comes the jet sweep again. This time Daniel Moses gets it. He's going left side across the 50.
I think they're going to have a holding call. It's going to bring this one back.
He gets to the 48-yard line. It would be an 8-yard gain, but the flag's way back there, so another penalty against the Dons.
Holding on the offense, number 11, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So it is second down and 20 for the Dons. So they are stuck back deep now after a good start to this drive.
4 penalties now.
Reese fakes the handoff, throws a little screen pass to Velasquez again. It's been the Velasquez drive. He gets all the way to the 49-yard line. Makes up for most of that penalty and then some. It'll be second down and 5. So 15 yards to Velasquez.
His third catch here in the first quarter.
Here's a little screen pass to Kyron Brown. Kyron Brown has one man to beat. 10, 5, end zone. Kyron Brown. And just like that, the big play Don offense comes up with the big play.
Well, you get the ball into Kyron Brown. He has exceptional speed. He's a hurdler in track, and that time he broke a tackle and outran a Hanks safety, broke around the 15-yard line and got into the end zone for the Palo Duro touchdown.
49-yard touchdown pass from Reese to Brown, and Dons are back on top.
5 plays, 88 yards.
Fuentes Navarrete Ready for the extra point. Holds down. The kick is up. The kick is through. It is 14-7 in favor of the Dons. They respond with 10-17 left in the half. This is the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
We were in a car accident shortly after leaving church on Mother's Day.
The McCraw Law Group was really there for us. As soon as they got a hold of the case, everything was prompt.
We were compensated fairly, and the most important thing of all is we were able to restore our time with our boys. I think if someone were to ask us for any advice, if they were in an accident, it would definitely be to call McCraw Law Group.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on two simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky.
You want to catch the game or check out some live music.
Or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends.
Think Beef O'Brady's.
Plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Well, Palo Duro answers by going 88 yards in 5 plays. The touchdown, a 51-yard pass from Deuce Reese to Kyron Brown. Extra point is good. Palo Duro back on top of Hanks, 14-7, 10-17 to play in the first half.
Luis Fuentes Navarrete ready to kick off here. Puts a foot into this one, and it's going to be driven into the Knight end zone, hit at the 3-yard line, and then rolled there. So it'll be first down and 10 at their own 25 for the Knights. Successful last drive. Went in for a touchdown. The drive before it took up 10 minutes, 15 plays, and did not score. Turnover on downs inside the Don 5-yard line.
Should say, Brooks, that neither you nor I have seen Darian Lewis, their big play slot receiver, out on the field. We don't yet see him on the sidelines either, and we certainly haven't seen him on the field yet.
Yeah, and no word on what's going on with that situation. First down and 10 for Jordan Morales. Fakes the handoff, throws a little screen pass, bobbled and not brought down. And Zach Kanaya, who had 2 great catches on the last drive, just isn't able to come up with that one. A little high, but based on his previous 2 catches, thought he would have brought that one in.
One thing Hanks has done, their offensive line has given Morales some time to throw. And when he does have time to throw, he's been pretty accurate.
Yeah, this is a bunch of big boys up there on the line for the Knights. Dutcher in at tailback, trips to the left for Morales, the quarterback. He's a junior, Dutcher's a junior, and the junior running back gets the ball, goes up the middle for only 2 yards. Big stop there from Autek Rama. Again, like we said, it is good for the Dons. They are grateful to have him back.
Yeah, he makes a difference in the running game for sure.
6'2", 235. He's strong. He's also slippery. He's hard to block. And it's going to force a 3rd and long for the Knights here. Once again, a long look to the sideline for El Paso Hanks. Finally get the play in, and there are 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. Morales sends a man in motion. He's under pressure. He's got to throw it. It's up in the air, and it's going to fall incomplete. Nearest receiver was a Don, Amari James.
Threw that in the crowd and just tried to throw it to get rid of it, or else he'd have been sacked around the 15-yard line. So 3 and out for the Palo Duro defense.
So after a couple big drives from the Knights, the Don defense comes up with a big stop. They're up 14-7, 9:23 to go in the half. They'd like to make this a 2-score game. Back to receive this punt, Arturo Velasquez and Raymond Johnson. So Velasquez in at return duty is normally the job of Darian Lewis. It's a low snap. It skips on the ground. Punter's able to scoop it up in a nice high punt. Velasquez is going to field it at his own 43-yard line. And they're going to say a fair catch was called.
I didn't see him signal a fair catch.
And, yeah, I don't think Velasquez felt like – I think maybe Raymond Johnson had signaled a fair catch for Velasquez.
Yeah, that's true. You don't – if any one of the deep returnees signal fair catch, it doesn't matter who fields the punt at that point. It's a dead ball, or
And-
rather cannot advance the ball.
And Raymond had just looked at Velasquez as they were coming off the field and said, that was me.
So sorry I screwed up your 25-yard
Yeah,
punt
sorry
return.
about that. You're about to do something there.
Yeah.
All right, at their own 44-yard line, still good field position with 9:15 to go. Amari James now in at tailback. Eric Mims Jr. goes in motion. Deuce Reese looking for a little throwback. It's not there, so he's going to keep it. Goes up the middle at the 50, brought down at the 49-yard line. So he turned a busted play into a 6-yard gain.
Well, they were trying that little throwback to one of the running backs that they do so well, but Hanks had that one scouted out. They'd seen this one on film, and so this time Reese just has to keep the ball and pick up what he can, which ends up being about 7 yards.
It's also showing that maturity and experience. 2 full seasons now as quarterback. Little screen pass goes to Amari James, right side across the 35 to across the 45 to the 40. Breaks a tackle at the 35, still moving across the 30-yard line, all the way to the 29. And I think that's officially going to be a run because the pass went backwards. Yeah, we're going to call that a run from Amari James.
We'll pick up 22 yards too for James.
So James seeing his first action at tailback. 4 men split to the left, 1 to the right, and that 1 to the right's going to get the catch. What a great catch. And breaking a tackle at the 10 to the 5, down at the 5-yard line. That was Tavion Cantley. Cantley made a nice grab and an even better move after the catch.
Yeah, he was a whirling dervish for sure. Bounced around, kept his balance, and gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. Broke about 3 tackles on that one.
There's a 20-plus yard pass play. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Amari James stands to Reese's right. There's a flag on the play. I don't think the Dons got set.
Yeah, I think that'll. And this is
Offense. Number 58.
one of the negatives of Palo Duro. This is their 5th penalty here with 7:49 to play in the 2nd quarter. You're going to have to clean that up.
Play a team from the Metroplex next week.
5 penalties for 41 yards.
Yeah, the winner of this game will take on the winner of Anna and Timberlake. Mansfield Timberlake. 1st and goal from the 12. Reese scanning, throwing into the end zone. Touchdown. What a nice grab from Eric Mims Jr. and just crosses into the end zone. Reese kept that play alive. 12-yard touchdown pass.
Now that time it was just extending the play that time. Reese dropped back, rolled to his right, and then found Mims about a yard deep into the end zone for the touchdown. Palo Duro's 3rd here in the first half.
So one cousin to the other makes this a 2-touchdown game. 7:39 remain in the half. Fuentes Navarrete prepared to kick. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick again is through. It's 21-7 in favor of the Dons. Back in 1 minute on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
We were in a car accident shortly after leaving church on Mother's Day.
The McCraw Law Group was really there for us. As soon as they got a hold of the case, everything was prompt.
We were compensated fairly, and the most important thing of all is we were able to restore our time with our boys. I think if someone were to ask us for any advice, if they were in an accident, it would definitely be to call McCraw Law Group.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on 2 simple ideas
A place to sit down for some good food.
and a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky,
You want to catch the game or check out some live music?
or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends,
Think Beef O'Brady's.
plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Well, Palo Duro gets their 3rd touchdown. The Dons go 56 yards in 4 plays with a touchdown coming on an 11-yard pass from Julian Reese to Eric Mims Jr. Extra point is good. Dons leading this one over Hanks 21-7, 7:39 to play here in the first half.
Robles and Ducher for Hanks. Back to receive this kick from Fuentes Navarrete. Ducher is going to let it hit the ground and go into the end zone. I thought he might return that one, but he let it go, and so the Knights will be on their own 25-yard line.
Well, the 2 touchdown passes here in the first half for Julian Reese. That extends the Dons' lead to 21-7.
The Dons continue to do what the Dons do, just short drives, not many plays, but they're big plays. And they've taken a 2-score lead. And again, they'll get the ball to start the second half. Man goes in motion. Morales fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it, going to run up the middle. He's going to be met by K.J. Barnes and Noah Faragosa after a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, they'll take that. Faking the jet sweep, and then Morales around his own right side, picking up close to 5 yards.
Yeah, any success that the Knights are going to see is going to have to come from sustained drives. They want to keep the Don defense on the field as long as they can and that offense off the field. The Dons have helped them out some with penalties, but the Dons defense has been steady here, holding them to just 1 touchdown in the first half. Man goes in motion for Morales. Hands off to Ducher. Ducher again, he's evasive, picks up 3 yards, brought down there by Zachary Linton.
Well, he's quick and has a little bit of power to him. Picks up 3 now. He's got now 21 yards on 5 carries.
He's averaging almost 100 a game, I believe. So
150 a game.
150 a game, yeah. 3rd down and 2. Man goes in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it, going up the middle. He's going to be stopped, however. Kamari Rayford, Zach Linton, and K.J. Barnes all in there for the stop, and he only picks up a yard to make it 4th and 1, and there's a decision for the Knights.
That's what Scott Valise trusts, what he's going to do here. You know, you're a big underdog. I know you're on your own 34. It's kind of silly to go for it, but at the same time, you're not going to beat Palo Duro by punting the football either.
4th and 1. So big play here for the Knights. Can the Dons defense come up with another 4th and short stop? They did inside their 5-yard line. They're primed and ready for Morales. Morales sends a man in motion. He's going to keep it, goes right side. He's hit, brought down. He has stopped K.J. Barnes.
James Barnes sniffed that one out from the get-go. Going to throw Morales for about a 3-yard loss.
The 3rd-year starter, the senior captain, K.J. Barnes makes the play.
Call it a 2-yard loss.
So a turnover on downs. Huge play for the Dons. Going to suck a little bit of the life out of the Knights. They needed that to try to get some more points on the board. Now they trail by 14, 5:26 to go in the half, and the Dons are on the Knight 33-yard line. Deuce Reese makes an adjustment to the play call, trips to the left. One man right, Amarie James in at tailback along with Deuce. Deuce fakes the handoff to James. He's under pressure, gets rid of it as he's hit, throws it, catch is made in the end zone. What a catch from Kyron Brown. 33-yard touchdown strike.
And he was well covered by Junior Gardia, but it was just not quite well covered enough as Brown timed it just perfectly. High pointed that ball and came down 2 yards deep in the end zone for Reese's 3rd touchdown of the half.
And
he got rid of it just as he got popped, too.
Perfect timing, perfect feel from Deuce Reese. A junior-to-junior connection. Going to give teams nightmares for another season. 2 guys that have college aspirations, and they show why there. So now to make this 28-7, Luis Fuentes Navarrete, and he's good. It's 28-7, 5:18 to go in the half. This is the Texas Panhandle Sports Network. Back after this.
We take the stress out of collision repair. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, the people who care. Make us your very first call. 'Cause at Jimmy Fincher we do it all. We fix it right, guaranteed. We don't cut corners, we do quality.
Are you noticing sinking floors, sagging walls, or cracking concrete? Don't put it off any longer. Call Legacy Support Works today. The longer you wait to fix your foundation problem, the more expensive the repair can be. In some situations, the cost of foundation repairs could almost double every year. Legacy Support Works is your trusted provider for all foundation repair needs. We can fit any budget with great financing options available.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Well, Palo Duro needs just 8 seconds to score on a 32-yard touchdown pass from Deuce Reese to Kyron Brown. Extra point is good. Palo Duro on top now, 28-7 over Hanks. 5:26 to play here in the first half.
Little ground ball kick from Luis Fuentes Navarrete is scooped up and then fumbled on the hit. It's recovered by Noah Faragosa. Didn't see who made the hit. Going to watch the replay here, but a little squib kick fielded by Ducher. And as he brings it out to the 18-yard line, he is hit by Faragosa. Faragosa makes the hit and the recovery.
Well, he just kind of stripped him. As Ducher almost didn't realize he didn't have the football. And then Faragosa falls on it at the 15-yard line.
And so now the Dons are going to be on the Dawn 15, or the Knight 15. Only 15 yards from the end zone with 5:11 to go in the half. So it was a 7-7 game not long ago. Dons have turned it on here. Deuce Reese going to make a little throw. Is going to be a screen pass, and it was set up.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown.
To Raymond Johnson, and he can't bring it in.
There's no other way to say it. That would have been a touchdown. And the first incompletion actually was a drop for Reese tonight.
Yeah, I think Raymond was looking at the end zone, thinking about the end zone as that ball arrived. So he's going to come out. Marie James is going to come in. 2nd down and 10 at the 15. Velasquez goes in motion. Handoff goes to, is faked. Deuce Reese is going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Spins at the 15. Gets all the way to the 10-yard line. It looked like it was going to be a sack. Then it looked like it was going to be no gain. He turns it into a 4-yard run. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Well, that was all Deuce Reese that time.
So 3rd and 6 on the Hanks Knights 11-yard line. This may be 4 downs for the Dons if they don't pick it up here. Marie James in the backfield with Deuce. Eric Mims Jr. goes in motion from the near side to the far side to make trips on the right side. Reese rolls to that right side, looks into the end zone, has a man, can't get rid of it. Now he gets rid of it, throws it. Is the catch made by Mims Jr.? He says it's a catch. The officials say it's a catch. Took a while.
Got it just off the turf, about 7 yards deep in the end zone. Mims thought he had it all the way, but his opinion doesn't count as much as those in the striped shirt do. They indicated, yes, he got his hands underneath the football for the 4th touchdown pass of the first half for Julian Reese.
And you can watch on the replay, he got right under that right arm, the entire right arm got underneath the football. So another Mims touchdown. I think he's got 2 11-yard catches. Fuentes Navarrete with the extra point attempt. He drives this one through, and it's 35-7 in favor of the Dons. Back in 1 minute on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on 2 simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky.
You want to catch the game or check out some live music.
Or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends.
Think Beef O'Brady's.
Plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Well, after Noah Fuergosa recovered a fumble at the Hanks 15, the Dons get in the end zone again on a 10-yard pass from Julian Reese to Eric Mims Jr. Palo Duro's rolling 35-7, 4:12 to play here in the first half.
Kickoff from Fuentes Navarrete. Ducher calls a fair catch. Makes the fair catch at the 14-yard line. Then a flag is thrown. Not sure if something was said. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think it's one of the head officials was talking about this is an example of being a knucklehead.
Yeah, he gave him a knucklehead speech right before the coin toss. Let's see what that call was.
Looks like it's going against Palo Duro.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team, number 40. Taunting. 15-yard penalty from the 25-yard line, first down.
So at their own 40.
Again, that's the 7th penalty. And, yeah, you can have that in a 35-7 game against an outmatched opponent. But it's going to get a lot tougher pretty quick for Palo Duro, and those kind of penalties you just cannot have as you go deeper into the playoffs.
Mansfield, Timberlake, or Anna, two teams that are going to be playing tomorrow night for the right to play the winner of this one. And yeah, you can't give them this much yardage. So now good field position for the Knights. They're at their own 40-yard line. 4:12 remain in the half. Man goes in motion, fakes the handoff. Morales throwing deep under pressure from Rayford. Just gets it off, but it falls incomplete.
That time he tried to hit one of his receivers, Hector Hernandez, on a crossing route about the 50. Ball just sailed on Morales, falls incomplete.
So 4:06 remain in the half. Been dominated by the Dons. The score, though, was 7-7 to start this quarter.
Start the second quarter, exactly.
Here's the handoff to Ducher. He goes left side using his speed, lowers his shoulder, going to finally be brought down. He's brought down by Bentley Smith, but he picks up 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So nice run for Ducher. Still no real hurry from Hanks.
It looks like to get to halftime alive, I think.
Don't let the Dons get it one more time. They'd like to run the full 3.5 minutes that remain off the clock here. Kanaya goes in motion. Handoff fake to Ducher. Throws it to Kanaya across the 50. He's going to pick up the first down. Ends up picking up 5 yards on that pass.
Good executed play that time. I was watching Ducher thinking he was going to get the ball, but Morales pulled it out and then hit Kanaya for the first down at the Dons' 47-yard line.
Little RPO picks up the first down, stops the clock for the chains to move. Again, there will be a 2-minute timeout in this one. Neither team has used their timeouts, any of their timeouts as well. Both have 3. Morales hands off to Ducher for real this time. He goes along the left side, and he's got nowhere to run this time. KJ Barnes again. Only a yard carry, 2nd down and 9.
38 yards on 11 carries for Ducher.
Another thing about this PD roster, a lot of freshmen called up, getting to suit up on the sidelines for the Dons for the playoffs. That's always fun. JV players and freshman players coming up. So a lot more blue jerseys on this side of the field. A lot more numbers on our roster sheet as well. 2nd down and 9. Dons are hoping we're calling a lot of those
numbers.
There
was some in motion. That time it looked like Elijah Tarrant was in motion, but he hit it upfield pretty obviously.
Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Yeah, that looks a little more like the CFL.
Yes,
where
everybody can run toward the line of scrimmage.
Everyone get that running start. He tried to get it, and that's not allowed. 2nd down and 14. 2:12 remain. We'll see if this ticks down to the 2-minute timeout. They're going to have to get the play off here pretty quickly to do it. And that is going to be the 2-minute timeout, so we're going to take it with them. We'll be back in a minute on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network. Dons on top, 35-7.
This is Holden at 10. No budget, no spending alerts, no shot. And this is Future Holden. When Holden was 10, Mom signed him up for Amarillo National's student visa debit card. That first account helped him learn about money early, smart spending, budgeting, and a cash bonus for good grades.
So, what do we use our cash rewards for?
We took Bella to prom.
It's not too late to get your own student card.
The year-end sales event with year-end prices is happening now. Save $6,000 off MSRP on every new 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander SE. Get a new 2025 Outlander Sport ES, only $23,981. Get 0% for 60 months on all 2025 Mitsubishi models. All with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 2 years free maintenance, and 5 full years of roadside assistance. Amarillo Mitsubishi, your Mitsubishi headquarters.
Welcome back to Dick Bivens Stadium after the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes remain in the half. Here at Dick Bivens, the Dons on top, 35-7. This bi-district matchup against the Hanks Knights. Morales, the quarterback, fakes the handoff. He's got time to throw, throws one downfield. That's going to fall incomplete.
Again, time for Morales to throw. Just couldn't connect. With Amarillo National Bank's Student Visa debit card, you can teach your kids about money early, smart spending, building a budget, and there's even a cash bonus for good grades. That's Amarillo National Bank. And tonight's game is sponsored in part by the McCraw Law Group, Braceros, Bobby Doobie Motors, and Beef O'Brady's, the official watch location for TPSN live streams.
So the Dons were tied 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. Things weren't going their way, but it has definitely gone their way here in the second quarter, 4 touchdowns. Here's 3rd and 14 under pressure. Morales gets it off. There's a flag on the play. The catch is made for about a 1-yard gain, but I think that's going to come back. 3-yard gain, a 3-yard pass to Ducher.
Timeout. Palo Duro. Their first time out of the half.
The Dons are going to call a timeout. I guess there was a flag. It looked like a flag on the play. Must have been a shoe. But that falls incomplete, and that's going to be 4th down and 11 now. So the Dons call timeout so they can get the ball back. And why not?
Yeah, 28-point second quarter for Palo Duro. And still 1:43 to go with, 2 timeouts. Yeah, to think that this game was tied 7-7 after the first play of the second quarter. It's now Palo Duro 35-7, which just speaks to the explosiveness of the Dons' offense. And they've benefited from short field on 2 of those touchdowns. One a turnover on downs, and the other one a fumble to kickoff.
Yeah, and 1:43 seconds is enough for 3 Don touchdown drives.
Yeah, that's true.
Based on the last few weeks. And so a couple incomplete passes and forces the punt. Now coming out of the timeout, Max Bursiaga will be punting from his 40. This one is a high punt, but it is not a long punt. It's going to take a night bounce, however, all the way to the 21-yard line. It hit at the 35. So there's a break for the Hanks. The Dons are going to have to start on their own 21 with 1:31 to go in this first half.
And as you alluded to a couple of times, Brooks, Palo Duro will get the ball to start the second half as well.
So favored by 38, they're up by 28. Dons want to keep their foot on the gas here. Don't want to give any life to El Paso Hanks. Hanks comes into this 6-4 on the season. They went 5-3 in district. They were the 4 seed. Don's the 1 seed after winning district last week. Here's a screen pass going left side to Eric Mims Jr. and actually going to lose yardage. So
well played that time by Hanks.
Going to lose 4 yards. Eric's first 2 catches were touchdowns. That one loses 5. Dons will take their time now. Get the snap. Deuce looking to throw. He's going to throw this one deep. He just airs this one up. Jumping, unable to bring it down. Daniel Moses had his hands on the ball.
I think he had both hands on it, but he had to twist his body.
Brandon Sanchez, the cornerback, had good defense there. Moses was able to out-leap him, but just couldn't bring that one down. But Deuce showing off the arm there.
That landed about the Hanks 35, so he threw that from inside the 10. So about 55, 60 yards in the air.
That's the arm combined with the speed that's beginning to make college scouts drool here.
They should. It should.
So now that stops the clock. With 59 seconds remaining, it's 3rd and 15. See if the Dons throw or run. They're going to throw. They're going to be safe with a screen pass to Raymond Johnson, who breaks a tackle. He's going to get the first down, and he's going to get more. The 40, the 50, tiptoes down the sideline, keeps his balance, and steps out at the 30-yard line, I believe. They might be moving him back further.
Well, he broke out of a tackle around the 22-yard line, and once he did that, it was off to the races. He couldn't quite stay in bounds. They're going to mark him out. Where are they marking him out? At the 41 of PD, or of Hanks, rather.
So 44-yard.
33 and 9, 42 maybe?
42-yard. Reese dodges a sack, steps up in the pocket, fires one, has a man, jumping one-handed grab from Arturo Velasquez. Are they going to say that's a catch? Unbelievable grab from Arturo Velasquez.
Da-da-da. That was a twisting. You won't see a better catch on Sunday, and I'm not kidding you.
Send that to SportsCenter, top 10.
That was unreal.
Watching the replay on this, it looked like it was going out of bounds. One-handed grab, gets maybe both feet in. First down and 10 at the 15-yard line with 36 seconds remaining. Velasquez only a junior. Here's the pass to Raymond Johnson looking to make moves. He stumbles, keeps his feet, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, going to end up losing a yard. The Dons are exciting if nothing else.
That's true.
Even when they lose 3 yards. But Velasquez, my goodness.
Timeout. Palo Duro. They're saying timeout of the half.
I think officially that's a 21-yard pass.
You will not see a better catch in high school football. You might see some as good, but you will not see one as better.
5'8", 150-pound sophomore, Arturo Velasquez. And wow, I don't, send that one in to somebody. That's a highlight. 24 seconds now remain in the half. The Dons have called timeout. They're up 35-7. But thanks to a bubble screen that went for over 40 yards to Raymond Johnson, and then that 21-yard incredible catch from Velasquez, the Dons are in action here.
And they do have one timeout to play with.
Deep in Knights territory. 2nd and 13 officially for Deuce Reese. Amari James in the backfield. Velasquez goes in motion. Reese looking to throw. Now he's going to keep it. Now he's going to throw it. It's going to be tipped. Falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. 18 seconds to go. Reese thought about running it. In the last minute, he saw Amari James. And just a really nice play from the defensive lineman there, Derek Chacon. Was able to jump up and just get a hand on the ball and tips it.
Dons need to get to the Hanks 4.
What a great crowd we have here at Dick Bivens Stadium. Amarillo has turned out for a bi-district game on a Thursday night. Proud of the Palo Duro Dons. 3rd and 13. Reese sends James in motion. He's going to throw it into the end zone, and it's a dime to, once again, Kyron Brown. Touchdown number 3 for him.
At that time, it was just kind of a bullet toss. Brown makes the catch between two defenders about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Just kind of went down 15 yards, turned around, and caught it. Flag flies. I think that's going to be a celebration foul against Kyron Brown. And again, this is an issue for PD, about the only issue. That's now their 8th penalty in the first half.
Kyron Brown did the spin the ball and warm my hands over it while it spins around dance, and it's not allowed in high school football.
Sportsmanlike conduct. Number 10 on the offense. Touchdown is good. That's number 10's first unsportsmanlike of the game. Hanks has decided to take the penalty, assess it on the kickoff. It'll be a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah, Scott Valiz would rather get some decent field position with 13 seconds remaining and see if he can make something happen. Luis Fuentes Navarrete with his 6th extra point attempt of the night, and it is good. 42-7 in favor of the Dons. We're going to take another scoring timeout here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on two simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky.
You want to catch the game or check out some live music.
Or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends.
Think